What's good, family? We're going to start taking a quick dive into A Course in Miracles. Start looking at some things that can empower us to change the trajectory of our human experience and to allow us to break free from the prison of the ego experience that has tormented and haunted us daily, whether we knew it or not. It's one thing to be locked in a prison. It's another thing to be locked inside of a prison and not know that you're there. To be constantly trying to figure out how to make things better, never understanding that the fundamental issue is within you. A Course in Miracles will not change your life. I said it again. A Course in Miracles, the book, no different than the Bible, will not change your life. But the universal principles found within it, the human disciplines that you can initiate, the information that is available for you to begin to understand what is happening on the invisible level of your life, what is happening beneath the surface, what is happening above your head, the principalities and high places that you have been fighting in that war with since before you were able to explain what it is that you're going through. The information that you can find about these things allow you to be set free. The truth applied shall make you free. Let's dive into it. And I want to look at it in small pieces, enough to put on your fork, enough to put on your spoon, and digest quickly. Revelation induces complete but temporary suspension of doubt and fear. Revelation is something that we'll find out later is unexplainable. It's something that's unspeakable, something that we can only attempt to put into words so that someone else can understand it and get it. And even when you do your best to articulate the revelation that you have discovered or has been bestowed upon you, the other person who was not ready for that veil to be lifted may have an appreciation for your words, may want to get it, but it's not going to be a full disclosement. It's not going to be fully uncovered the way it was for you, because the revelation comes directly from our connection and our relationship from I am. And the revelations come when we have reached the level of development to be able to understand and apply those things. We're talking about a sudden jolt of peace and release from anxiety. That is what the revelation provides us. It provides us a temporary halt on the chaos that we live with on the interior and mental level. We're talking rest. But until you have grown to a level of purification as it pertains to your thought processes, your paradigms on the mental scale, and until you have disassociated from the many habits, habitual patterns that we live by in our day-to-day and in the societal approach of living, until you have disconnected from those things, you will continue to return to what is familiar. You will continue to return to what you've been doing. So it only provides us a temporary, although complete. So it is totality. It consumes our ego experience in totality, but it only lasts for a temporary moment. It is a suspension of doubt and fear. You know, when you get suspended from school, you might get suspended for 3 days, you might get suspended for 1 day, you might get suspended for 10 days, but being suspended is not the same as being expelled. See, we are on path to a spiritual awakening, which is the expulsion of all doubt and fear, or the expulsion of the perpetual doubt and fear, because there is no point of our development where we get to the point where we get so enlightened that we do not experience doubt and fear. We just get to a point of enlightenment. We get to a point of awakening where we know how to identify doubt and fear. And we know that doubt and fear originates from the ego. And we know that nothing in the ego has any power. We know it has no truth. We know that it has no selfless love. So we understand that anytime we feel the doubt and the fear, we're in a mental process that is based on the ego, and the ego is not our friend. The ego is not our partner, not our guide. The ego is the greatest illusion that we've ever weaved. The ego is the greatest illusion that we've ever trusted. The ego is the greatest illusion that has ever scathed past our awareness as true. People like to say that historical accounts of the Europeans and religion are the greatest lies ever told. The greatest lie ever told is your ego. The greatest lie ever told is you talking to you about who you think you are based upon your human experiences in the physical flesh.